Hey guys, so here I am with another video on helping you improve and keep your hip mobility. And what I'm going to go through are a couple of exercises. One is a prep one and another really is the mainstay that I find to be extremely self-instructive to folks in helping them learn how to both use and improve and groove their hip mobility in a way that gives them some wiggle room to learn the movements, to challenge these movements and not strain something in the process, but also gives them some immediate carryover when they walk away from the exercise and have to get through their day using that hip mobility that they're looking to improve. So for this to work, you're gonna need a resistance band, preferably a pretty high quality one with handles attached to it. 50-pound resistance tends to work for the vast majority of us. If you're of a smaller size or don't have a lot of upper body strength, you may do better with 40, but 50 pounds is gonna work really well for just about everyone. All you're gonna need is the door attachment that comes with these bands, typically when you get them, and you're gonna wanna anchor it at the bottom of a door or at the bottom of a barbell rack, something as low as possible for this exercise to work. All right, so here I've got this band anchored to the bottom of a squat rack just off camera. And what you're gonna do is you back up, handles in hand, and you're gonna get a decent distance away. And I mentioned that there's two exercises. One is a prep and the other one is really the show, what we're gonna be working on. And the first exercise is something that I'll call a low compound row. So you sit into a squat, not full depth, just as low as you can without all out relaxing, without losing your balance, and then you drive up through your legs and finish it with a pull. It's very much like rowing without a rowing machine or a boat. Sit into your legs to whatever depth that you can keep some tension, let the arms reach forward, and then drive up through the legs, and then pull through. What we're doing here is really getting you tuned to your feet. The number one thing to focus on with this is to keep your toes down. Toes being on the ground elicits glute activity. The inside of your feet on the ground elicits stuff in your pelvic floor. Folks that are on the outside of their feet, those hips are just locked up. So you want to keep your toes down throughout this exercise. You sit in, let those knees go forward. If that keeps the toes down, let the arms reach, drive all the way up. Lock the knees, lock the glutes, pull all the way back as the finisher, and then you should feel really solid and locked in at the top. Toes down throughout. The sweet distance tends to be that at this low position where you're still active, there's still tension through the band to help guide how to stay steady while doing this, but you're not so far away that you can't complete that. Reps that work pretty well, somewhere around like 5, 6, 8, 10. I wouldn't do more than that. This movement takes a bit of time, so it's not necessary for you to really rep it out. You're kind of prepping yourself and squishing yourself into the ground as you get ready for the next movement. All right, so the next movement is, after you get through that low compound row where you up, pull, down, up, pull, get 5 to 10 reps of that. Then what you do is you immediately widen out your stance. How wide is going to be based on you and your leg length, your body proportions. You got to try it out and feel into it. It's whatever allows your feet to be planted and stay in your legs. And what you're going to do is you're going to sit in about a halfway semi-squat. So low hips, keeping chest high. Low hips, high chest. Keep your toes down, allow your knees to go as far forward as you need to get that and maintain it. And what you're going to be doing is pulling with one arm and then allowing your body to drift to that same leg. So since I pulled with my left arm, I drift to my left, I offloaded my right leg, and I come back and then I pull with my right arm, I drift to the right, offload the left. At first, you may have to make it into like 2 motions. Pull and then drift, pull and then drift, and eventually it can become 1, 1, 1. So this may look like a row, but It's really a leg exercise. And if you give it a go, you're gonna feel that pretty quick. You are helping to guide yourself over and through the leg that you are getting the weight into, the arm that is pulling, and in the process you're internally rotating that hip, and you've got to let go and externally rotate the other one. What you're going to feel is your thigh on the leg that you're getting over to is burning, working hard, and what makes sure that everything is doing what it needs to is that you feel your toes down the whole time. 5 to 6, back and forth, shift, shift, drift, drift. Feel the leg, works really well. And then when you walk away, see how you feel. See how your connection to the ground is. See how it feels just shifting around through those hips. This is something that works really well thrown into an existing exercise routine, either as a warm-up or as part of a circuit, or it can be thrown in at the end, but it's something to be explored and played with. If you got any questions as you try it out, have any problems come up, don't hesitate to reach out. Regardless, I hope this is helpful, I hope you feel great, and I hope you're well.